Hi, welcome. I am going to go through my step-by-step, my version of the clean girl makeup, and I hope you guys enjoy. I already did a little bit of my eyebrow. I always do this before I put on my last two steps of skincare because I barely have any eyebrows. So if the oils and the creams get into it, it gets too oily to work with my products. So to get it to this, I used a glossier brow flick in the color black, and yeah, and it's amazing. I've been using this for years. I already have on my serum, my toner, and my moisturizer, so the last two steps for me is face oil, sorry how this looks, and my sunscreen. I'm gonna take a little bit of this oil and push it into my skin. By the way, I am attempting to do this makeup without a mirror in front of me because I'm using the camera and my phone as a mirror as well. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of the sunscreen. The sunscreen is good. I know I put it on my last, I think I put it in my skincare routine video in the past, but I am trying to decide if I actually like it or not, just because it does clog up my pores a lot, I've noticed, and I am not a big fan of that. Now that my skin is prepped, I am going to go in with my foundation. As of this moment, my favorite foundation is the Dior. I think this is the Backstage one, and I am a color 4 neutral. I put it on the back of my hands first, and I do a little bit just because, well, that's actually a lot. Because again, this is going to be like a clean girl makeup look, and I feel like the whole purpose of a clean girl makeup look is to make it seem like you don't have any makeup on and that your natural features are enhanced. So that's what I'm trying to achieve, and so that's why I'm going to only be using a little bit of foundation. I usually go in with my finger and blend it out because I just think it's so much easier to blend out with your fingers, and try to bring it down to your neck. I'm gonna try to use a little bit of this mirror because it's kind of hard to see how I look from all the way back there. And this is literally the amount of coverage that I'm going for. Next step that I go in is with concealer, and this is the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer. I will say this concealer doesn't really have a lot of coverage in it, but it does brighten up your under eye, I'll say. And I just put like a little bit on that side and a little bit on this side, and I do tiny bit right there. And as we all know, you wait for your concealer to get a little bit dry before you blend it out. So while that is happening, I'm gonna put on blush. For blush, I mix up two blushes. This is the Glossier Cloud Paint, and this is in the color Storm, and this is the e.l.f. Putty Blush, and this is in the color Bora Bora. I feel like this one can look a little too light on my skin, but when I mix it with this, it just creates a really nice blush color. So I take a little bit on my finger, and I just put a little bit right there. Now then I go in with the e.l.f. Putty Blush. I usually just squeeze my brush into it like this and get about that much in, and it's a really pretty pink color. And sometimes I just like diffuse it on my hands. I should have a paper towel. I always usually have a paper towel with me to do it on there because it's easier to just keep wiping your hands on a paper towel while you're going to the next step. And I will bring it up here just because the sun does hit us up there. So it kind of gives you a nice little sun, not burnt, sun glow, I guess, sun kissed. That's the right term. I think I might add a little bit more concealer because, like I said, this concealer does not do good at coverage, but it does brighten. It seems like I didn't get a good night's sleep with the eye bags that's on my eyes today. What I like to do next is powder my face, and so for under my eye, I use the L'Oreal Infallible. I just use a little bit, and I just tap it into my eye. For the rest of my face, I'm just going to use a regular face powder, but I'm going to only use like a tiny bit. And I just use like this much. Bring it down to the neck so you don't look like two different people in one body. And I do this step before I do anything around my eye, like eyeliner, because I realized when I put eyeliner and do that, it just makes, or mascara, I feel like kind of messes it up a little. And I feel like that's mainly because I'm using a face mist rather than a setting spray. The eyeliner that I'm using is the e.l.f. eyeliner pen. Just go halfway in. And that's the eyelashes, and that's how far I'll go with the eyelashes. And whatever is left off from like the blush brush, I usually will squeeze it and like put it up there. Take this I don't even know what color it's a burgundy-ish color, and I will literally just smudge it out close to my lip line, close to the line of my lips, but not all the way there. And I just smudge it out. Then I take this Protina 30 lip liner. I believe this is Kat Von D's logo. And I wipe the excess off because I don't want a lot on my lips. Because although this color is very pretty, sometimes I feel like I go back and forth if it actually goes well with my skin tone. You get a good brown lip liner, whatever you prefer. The parts where you didn't touch your actual line part, or if you want to overline, underline, however that is. I think this is the finished look. Let me know what products I should try to make this look better, what techniques I should try, and let me know what you thought of this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I need to go wipe this off before I forget because I always do. Bye.